If you've been following the saga, you know that Anna Duggar, wife of the disgraced Josh Duggar, has been living in near total seclusion since his arrest and imprisonment. For nearly 3 years, we've hardly seen a glimpse of her. No public outings, no candid snapshots, just silence. But guess what? Anna Duggar has finally resurfaced in Arkansas, and what we're seeing might just leave you speechless. So, let's rewind for a second. Josh Duggar, once the polished face of the deeply religious and famously large Duggar family, is currently serving over 12 years. It's a devastating downfall for a family that once presented itself as an example of wholesome living. And Anna? She's been left behind to raise their 7 children all by herself: Mackenzie, Michael, Marcus, Meredith, Mason, Mariella, and Madison. She's remained largely out of the public eye, presumably holed up on Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar's compound in Town, Arkansas, navigating a world without the support of her husband. But now, the U.S. Sun has obtained exclusive photos of Anna out in Arkansas on December 10th, attending a community event. For the first time in nearly 3 years, we see her, wearing a beige and brown sweater, tight blue jeans, yes, jeans, and her natural brown hair instead of the blonde highlights she had during Josh's trial. This might sound like a small detail, but in the Duggar world, a woman wearing jeans is a major departure from the family's modesty code, where long skirts and dresses were the norm. Is Anna quietly rewriting her own rules, or is this simply a practical choice by a busy mom juggling countless responsibilities? She looked solemn, walking to her car with one of her kids. There's no hint of the carefree smiles we once saw, no glimpse of the old normality. Instead, we see a woman who's weathered scandal, heartbreak, and near isolation. She's been living in a warehouse on the Duggar compound. Yes, a warehouse, where she and Josh once resided with their children before his arrest in April 2021. With Josh away, that space has become her makeshift home base. But she's not just waiting idly. Anna's been doing what she can to support her family, including launching a dog breeding business. In May 2024, she filed a license for Golden Grove Pups, LLC, and social media pages linked to her company's show adorable golden retriever puppies playing on what appear to be the same floors inside that warehouse. Dog breeding might not be the glamorous career some imagined, but it's a tangible way for her to bring in income. It's also been reported that Anna's kids, though homeschooled, participate in local sports, which forces her to interact with other parents. A source noted she's been seen socializing at these events. Imagine that. This woman, thrust into an unimaginable position, trying to carve out some semblance of normal life for her kids. No matter what we think of the Duggars, it's hard not to see the emotional weight here. She's alone, raising 7 children, while her husband sits in a Texas prison. Yet there she is, showing up for her kids' activities, maybe making small talk with neighbors who've likely followed the sensational headlines. And what about Josh? Recently, we caught a rare glimpse of him too. New images surfaced of Josh strolling alone on the prison grounds, sporting a mustache and short beard, looking worlds apart from the clean-cut young man fans once knew on TV. He seemed in good spirits, ironically enough, while Anna tries to hold everything together back home. As much as we talk about the Duggars' strict religious upbringing and their conservative values, the world has turned upside down for Anna. The once carefully controlled Duggar image is long gone, replaced by a reality where she's doing whatever it takes to keep her children afloat. The jeans, the natural hair color, the dog breeding gig, the quiet outings in Arkansas, these might all be subtle signs that Anna's life isn't going to fit neatly into the mold the family tried to present for so long. We might never know exactly what's going on in Anna's mind. Is she counting down the years until Josh's release, set for October 2032, or secretly hoping to forge a different path for herself and her children? The fact that she's still on the Duggar property suggests she hasn't entirely broken away from Jim Bob and Michelle's orbit. Yet, the jeans, the new hair, and stepping out in public again might be the first hints that she's no longer the same woman who quietly stood by Josh's side at every turn. And raising 7 children alone? That's no small feat, especially under this cloud of notoriety. She's turned to dog breeding to help make ends meet, using social media to promote her puppies. Pups playing happily, tugging ropes, and romping around. Maybe it's a small bright spot in her day, something positive to focus on that isn't overshadowed by prison sentences and scandal. Inside that warehouse, life must feel like a strange in-between. She's living in a space meant for storage or work, not a home. Yet, she's making it work as best she can, maybe rearranging furniture, creating cozy corners, and trying to instill a sense of security for her kids. The Duggars once painted a picture of a large, united family with unwavering values, but time has revealed fault lines that few could have imagined. If you have insights, if you've followed the Duggars since their TV debut, or if you have thoughts on how Anna might reshape her life in the years to come, please share. And if you're new here, I'm Julie, your trusted source for all the latest star-studded dramas and heartfelt analyses. Subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and join our community of curious minds. As we look ahead, one thing is clear: the Duggar story isn't what it used to be. With Josh locked away, Anna's situation lays bare the reality that not every happily ever after in reality TV world ends up the way it's sold to us. She's adapting, surviving, and perhaps evolving. Each public appearance, each small business venture, each wardrobe choice might tell us something about her shifting identity. So, whether you're a longtime Duggar watcher or just someone fascinated by these complex human stories, pay attention to these subtle signs. They might be small clues in a much larger narrative about resilience, adaptation, and what happens when the facade falls away. All right, lovelies, that's all for today. Thanks so much for spending your time with me. Don't forget to comment below with your thoughts on Anna's surprising reemergence, and I'll see you next time. Take care, stay curious, and remember, nothing's ever as simple as it seems on TV. Bye for now.